Welcome to a captivating journey through the anecdotes of Diogenes, the philosopher who dared to challenge norms, question assumptions, and ignite profound insights. From living in a barrel to outwitting emperors, his tales are not just eccentric anecdotes, but windows into a mindset that defied societal constraints. Get ready to be inspired, amused, and enlightened as we unravel the stories that reveal Diogenes' unique perspective on life. Join us as we explore how his stories hold the keys to embracing authenticity, simplicity, and resilience in our modern lives, guided by the quirks of history's craziest philosopher. Let's dive in. Diogenes and the Barrel. Diogenes, a philosopher known for his unconventional ways, lived a simple and minimalist life. One day he was spotted living inside a large barrel in the city of Athens. When people asked him why he chose to live in such a manner, he replied with a smile, "Simplicity is liberating." Diogenes' choice to live in a barrel carries a profound lesson about the freedom that comes with simplicity. In a world where material possessions often define success, Diogenes challenged this notion. His barrel became a symbol of his detachment from materialism and a statement about the true nature of happiness. Diogenes and Alexander the Great. Diogenes was once visited by the powerful conqueror Alexander the Great. Impressed by Diogenes' wisdom, Alexander offered to grant him any wish he desired. Instead of requesting wealth, power, or luxury, Diogenes had a different request. He responded with a simple request: "Stand out of my sunlight." This witty response highlights Diogenes' commitment to his principles and his willingness to stand his ground, regardless of Alexander's grandeur. Diogenes' interaction with Alexander teaches us to prioritize our principles and personal space, even when faced with external pressures or authority figures. It's a lesson in asserting our individuality and valuing our own needs and boundaries. Diogenes and the Cynic Training. Diogenes believed in the value of self-sufficiency. He developed a unique way of training his followers to embrace a simpler lifestyle. Diogenes would send his students into the marketplace to ask for things they needed, like food or money. If they were refused, they would learn to find alternative solutions. This exercise taught them the importance of self-reliance and not depending on others for everything. Diogenes' training method underscores the significance of being self-sufficient and resourceful. In a world that often promotes consumerism and dependency, this story encourages us to embrace a mindset of independence and creative problem-solving. Diogenes as watchdog. Diogenes saw a young boy stealing a bowl of lentils. In response, he had a witty and thought-provoking comment. Diogenes told the boy that if he kept stealing, he would soon be stealing bigger things. Through his humor, he highlighted the consequences of unchecked behavior. Diogenes' story teaches us the power of speaking truth fearlessly, even through humor. It encourages us to address wrongdoings with a clear and honest voice, using wit to drive home important messages. Diogenes and the State Banquet. Diogenes once attended a lavish state banquet. Surrounded by opulence, he chose to behave in an unexpected way. While others indulged in extravagant food and luxuries, Diogenes ate simple food and left early. His actions displayed his commitment to his own values and his refusal to conform to societal expectations. Diogenes' story reminds us to stay authentic and true to ourselves, even when faced with societal pressures or temptations. In a world that often emphasizes status and extravagance, this anecdote encourages us to stay grounded in our own beliefs and not be swayed by external influences. Diogenes and excess. Diogenes witnessed a boy drinking water from his hands. Intrigued, he threw away his own cup. Diogenes realized he had been using excess a cup when his hands were enough. This anecdote teaches us that true satisfaction often comes from appreciating life's essentials rather than accumulating unnecessary possessions. Diogenes' story encourages us to examine our own lives and reassess what we truly need to be content. In a world that often encourages excessive consumption, this tale invites us to appreciate the basic things we often take for granted. Diogenes and being unimpressed. Diogenes was once approached by someone who wanted to show off their impressive possessions. The person boasted about their riches, expecting Diogenes to be impressed. Instead, Diogenes responded with a touch of sarcasm, saying he wished he could create sons as easily as the person could accumulate possessions. Diogenes' story teaches us to value substance over show. It reminds us that material possessions are not the measure of a person's worth. In a world that often equates success with accumulation, this anecdote encourages us to focus on qualities that truly matter, such as character, integrity, and depth. Just as Diogenes wasn't swayed by flashy displays, we too can learn to appreciate the intrinsic value of individuals beyond their outward appearances or possessions. Diogenes and the plucked chicken. Diogenes once walked into a gathering holding a plucked chicken. As people stared in confusion, he proclaimed, "Behold Plato's man." Diogenes used the plucked chicken as a metaphor to challenge the superficial judgments that people often make based solely on appearances. By referring to the chicken as Plato's man, he humorously pointed out that physical appearance doesn't define a person's true worth or essence. Diogenes' story teaches us the importance of looking beyond appearances and not making hasty judgments about others based solely on how they look. Just as the plucked chicken remained the same, despite its altered appearance, people too have inner qualities that can't be discerned by outward appearances. Diogenes' craziness revealed courage to challenge norms and seek truth. His anecdotes aren't just tales, they invite new perspectives. Let his authenticity inspire embracing uniqueness, questioning norms, and finding wisdom in the unexpected. Carry his lessons to live boldly, think independently, and carve your path toward a purpose-driven life. Thanks for joining this enlightening voyage through history's craziest philosopher, Diogenes. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content.